basically how we're going to do this, man, is like, reaction to the match and then a little look ahead towards into the final one. So, the match as a whole, how do you view the Liverpool performance?
Referee needs to be slapped.
Poor performance.
Terrible, shocking refereeing. Could have cost us the game, essentially.
Okay, so you were happy with the performance? Or let's just taking the referee out of it. Footballing wise, were you happy with the performance over 90 minutes?
Nah, but you can't really blame the way we approached the game. I feel like it sounds stupid to say it, but when you've got that big of a lead,
psychologically,
you just don't quite, and you just don't quite know what to do. Yeah, it's almost a little bit like, I think you actually mentioned it. It's actually like a bit of a pre-season mentality of like, does the game mean? Do you know what I mean? You know the game means a lot, but it's so hard to motivate yourself to run that extra yard, to go the extra mile when you're already in such a big lead. And I think that's what happened to us today. You can see we're a little bit like, all right, if Roma get 1 or 2, we'll get going. But when we got the first goal, it was really like, oh, what's the point in this? And I think...
No, because I think, literally, like, it just shows you how crazy football is because, like, out of nowhere, like, because literally it was like, I was saying to like, it's like, this thing is 7-3. Yeah. And that's from 7-3 to 7-6, like, how did they go from 7-3 to 7-6 so quickly?
We are all about the entertainment.
But that's the bit where you have to bring the ref back in.
So basically, you have to all agree, basically, Mane, best player in the game.
Listen, Mane
100%
was amazing.
He knew Salah wasn't there.
He was the one that was like, give me the ball and I'll take you there. You know what I'm saying? That mentality.
He mashed up Nainggolan about 15
He mashed up Mane all day long.
Do you know the most pleasing thing about it? Is he was the one who we were worried about. Yeah. Let's not forget he was the one who was the most doubtful for this game.
Yeah, definitely.
And on top of that, that's the old Mane. Yeah. We haven't seen that Mane for a little while. That's the real Mane.
That's the dangerous one because see that's Mane. There is no game plan to stop that guy because like he can go right, he can go left, he can dribble, he can weave through, and he'll stop. He'll makes it. Basically, I call it like basically the Mane dribble, where like he just stops straight, then just goes.
I saw we were talking about that. We were like saying like it's only him, and I say Hazard that can do that. They literally can just stop instantly and just go again.
The thing about Mane is like Hazard does it in a way that makes sense, but Mane does it in a way that doesn't make sense. So if you're a defender, because he's so unwieldy, the way that he moves his body, you're like, okay, what the
no, for real.
No, but that Mane right there, we've been missing that. And do you know what? If he's gonna bring us this Mane right at the end, it's the best time.
So let's look at Roma, man. For me, yes, fair enough, 7-6 for me. I still think that it was a horrible, disgraceful performance over 2 legs.
When you
think Roma went to long ball for a Champions League semi-final, they should be docked points. They should be docked points.
They shouldn't be allowed back in next year.
What is that?
It was effective.
It was effective.
But it's not football.
Roma made the mistake of coming to Anfield thinking that they could play on the halfway line.
That's where they lost.
Yeah, that's where that's the game.
Which doesn't make sense.
They played at the halfway line with Fazio Manolas. Yeah, Fazio. Is horrible. Yeah, he's got no pace. Manolas is very rash. Because we took advantage of that first leg and destroyed them. That's when, for me, the title's already won. Don't get me wrong. Roma played very well in the second, obviously tonight. And they brought it back to making it more respectable scoreline. But Liverpool, let's be real, guys. Did we get out of first or second gear? We didn't.
We were in second gear.
We were lackadaisical. We were just
and also like Salah really wasn't on it.
No, it wasn't.
But I think like for Liverpool, it just showed them that. Because I always thought Liverpool are a team that they need momentum to score. But what you saw was that, all right, we'll soak up the pressure. We'll not be in the game. But just give us that chance. We know that boom, score.
Definitely.
I think, the thing for that game was we saw Mane, I think with Mane, because all the spotlight's gone on Salah, he used to be the main man, then Salah came. It was almost like he was getting a bit greedy, wasn't it? Towards like, I'm going to do it all by myself. And this game was completely different. 100% for the team. And if you get him and Salah and Firmino, like the final's not that far away.
If we can get this season's Salah and last season's Mane all at the same time, anything is possible.
So let's look towards to the final now. So
just quickly before we move, there's one more thing I want to say. When Roma want to like look at the scoreline respectively as well, let's just really be honest. 2 penalties that should have been given and an own goal.
And we should have got 2
So
penalties.
basically, that really should be 7-3. Yep. Do you know what I mean? Literally, that should be 7-3. And how on earth did the referee not give the 2 penalties that we should have had?
Basically, 7-6 doesn't reflect the
actual. It doesn't. Like
180 minutes.
It makes Roma look better than what they actually were.
If you're Real Madrid and you watch that, you go, we take Liverpool. They just about scrape past Roma.
So now, let's look at Real Madrid now. are you worried of the fact that you're facing a generation of players who won this competition 3 times out of the last 4 years?
I'll tell you why I'm not, yeah. We're the most unpredictable team in this whole competition, yeah. Don't get me wrong, Real Madrid have the experience, Liverpool don't. But the thing is, Liverpool are like that kind of animal which you don't know what you're going to get. I don't think Real Madrid can they can't contain us.
How do you set up
they will, well? They will play their game. They'll try and keep the ball and try and control the game with Modric and Kroos, yeah. But the problem is, once Liverpool get on that front foot, Liverpool are smart. They know that they can't control the game. They'll probably miss out the midfield. Yeah. They'll just give the ball straight to Mane, Salah, Firmino, and just say, do what you can. So, go on.
Which is the point that we're making before. So, I thought these guys have played amazingly, like Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. They've been amazing so far. But, yes, they faced Sané and De Bruyne and so forth. Marcelo, Carvajal, Cristiano, Isco, potentially Asensio. These are different players. So it's like, and in a final, are you worried that they may that their youth will show on the biggest stage?
I don't think so, no, because I think, as Drift was saying, Trent has become a man in the tournament. It's like gone from like being a young boy to now being like, he's got more of an experience had in him. Obviously, Trent can still make that mistake. Let's not get twisted, because there's so many times when the ball goes over him, he gets caught underneath the ball like Gomez, and he's still got it in him. And obviously, against Real Madrid, you have to be careful, because Real Madrid, if they put the ball in the air, Ronaldo, we all know he can jump higher than anyone. And if he gets ahead of the ball, it is curtains. But I still think Robertson has been immense, bro. I don't think...
What a bargain.
It's more Trent I'm worried about, I think Robertson, for me, I'm cool with Robertson.
But the thing is that as well, like we saw today, Mane gets back and helps out Robertson. Salah, we say to him, just stay up top. Salah doesn't need to get back because he's kind of like your
I think that was more today. Normally, I think his
work rate's good.
But today, you could tell that he was told to go middle. And Firmino was like floating, and it did kind of leave Trent on. Like you saw, Wijnaldum had to keep vacating, or Henderson the middle, and had to keep on coming over.
My thing is like, because I think basically for Liverpool, I just want to know something like psychologically. Do you think that because a final is still a football game, but I think the thing about the final is that it's a lot mentally. Because it's such a big thing. And you try and ignore it, but like once you step out and you see the procession, you see the cameras, you're like, wow, we are in a Champions League final now. So, and the thing about this is that Real Madrid, they've been here so many times, because I think that Real wouldn't say it 100%. They're like, my gosh, we've got the 13th now. We can beat these guys.
The shirt's printed with 13 on it.
Yeah. So for them, because even basically, in their mind, this is what every Real Madrid fan has said. All of them, and I know all you guys on Twitter have been saying this, that if you beat Bayern, Liverpool and Roma, who the hell are they? Yeah. And that could work in Liverpool's favour. So can they be the underdogs and still...
Real Madrid have got more to lose than we have, haven't they?
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's expecting them to win. So we're going to go in there like, you know what? We go out there, Real Madrid are favourites, but we play counter-attacking football. I'm confident.
That's what worries me, though. I'm not going to lie to you. There's 2 main reasons that I'm worried. A, their whole season depends on this. If they lose this, they've had one of the worst seasons they've ever had.
Yeah, true.
Like, ever. Let's be honest. They're going to finish 3rd or 4th in the league. Normally, it'll be 2nd place and nothing.
So they're going to finish 3rd, 4th, trophy less.
So I think that'll be like literally one of the worst things they've ever had. And they cannot let that happen. So their hunger is going to be on another level. And 2, they're done after this. This is it. This is the end of an era. No way this team at the final again. They're old now. People will be going. There'll be changes. Like, this is it. It's now or never.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This time next year, you'll be talking about where do Real Madrid go from here. That's how much change they've got to do within their team now. And those 2 factors scare me, that it's like it's written for Real Madrid to win this. Like, take all logic and all sense out of it. Yeah. It's just some kind of footballing god or something that's like, Real Madrid win this. That's what scares me.
I get what you're saying, because you're talking complete rational sense. But what's so mad is that who would have said at the beginning of the season Liverpool will be the Champions League? When I said that to people like months ago, people were laughing and saying, Matt, you're crazy. You're going to make Champions League final. I was like, listen, I don't know what it is about this season, but like, I think the whole Salah, obviously getting caught up with the whole Salah thing, I just think Firmino going on a madness, Mane, the way how our front 3 have just been an absolute madness that no one can even explain, I think we scored I think 40 goals now, I think, in the Champions League. That's what I'm saying.
I think all season is 80, including that game, it might be 87 goals.
So what was it that made you so sure that you guys would make the final? Was it Klopp?
The feeling,
it was, do you know, it sounds mad. It's like, I just had this feeling, the same feeling I had when we won it in 2005, we were the complete underdog for the whole tournament. And I just said, you know, we've got this bright shining light, which is Salah. And I just said, you know what? This guy is going to take us there. He will take us there. And yeah, he didn't have a great game. But theoretically, he's still taking us there because he's got like 10 goals in the competition, yeah? A joint top goal scorer, I think, with Firmino, yeah? He's been, like, when I say Salah's been lights out, no one's been able to stop him. Obviously, he had a bit of a bad game, but again, we were talking about that, him going back to Rome was going to be difficult. But this is the final now. And you can just see already, like, it's like going to be Cristiano versus Salah in the final. And I don't know what it is. I can, for some things are telling me Salah will score the winning goal. I don't know what it is, but...
I mean, but then, so again, another issue thing again, this whole Klopp thing. Because I didn't even know about this, because you guys told me about this. Yeah, so this is like 5th final in a row. Yeah. And he's lost, 4 in a row?
Yeah, he hasn't won the final. But then you know what?
So,
stuff like that's got to end at some stage.
Yeah.
It's got to end.
It might actually be his 6th final when he's lost 5. It's quite a high number. It's quite a high number that he's lost.
But you know what? It's got to end. It's got to end, isn't it? And why not now? Like, we've got the team that's set up to beat Real Madrid. Personally, this might sound stupid because Real Madrid beat Bayern, but I'm glad we're playing Real Madrid in the final as opposed to Bayern. I think we would have struggled more with Bayern.
Really?
No,
I disagree.
No, for me, I think that Liverpool would have beaten Bayern Munich.
I think so.
I look at that Bayern Munich team who are old.
Exactly.
That's Bayern Munich team. I think they've reached the end of a cycle.
Definitely.
Like, I wish what Drifter said. I think this Real Madrid team, I think they can maybe go for one, but I think they're reaching that point of like, okay, this is the end, but they're still at top. But I think this Real Madrid team, I think the thing about them is that I think for Liverpool, I think they just have to believe.
Yeah.
If at any point they have an inferiority complex, they will
game is lost,
they'll get beat. Like, if they're like, you know what, we're literally going to go at these guys. We're going to... Because Ramos, as good as he is, Ramos can go crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, if Liverpool are like, you know what, we don't care who the hell you are. We're going to come and just come at you. That will then, because Real Madrid are thinking that, no, this is Liverpool. They're going to have the inferiority complex because they know who the hell we are.
Yeah,
you know, we've won this right the 4th time. So I think that's...
I don't think our front three will have that. I think it might be the rest of the team.
I think it might work vice versa. Like, I can't imagine Robertson having an inferior. He just looks like a player, just gets on with it.
Yeah, but I think those guys are the ones the least used to this. Like, like we may not have been in the Champions League final before, but Mane's used to carrying Senegal in the African Cup of Nations. Playing for Brazil was pressure within itself, so Firmino's always on a big stage. Salah is literally the man for Egypt. Those guys are used to pressure. Maybe not Champions League, but they're used to pressure. When Salah took that penalty for Egypt, that is pressure. You miss this, your country is not going to the World Cup. That is pressure. So for me, I think the front three will be used to the pressure. It's the other guys that I'm slightly worried about. Karius, he won't handle pressure. There's no way he'll handle pressure. Lovren might have a brain fart. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just little things about the rest of the team that worry me.
There's three people, in my opinion, that I'm worried about. As you said, Karius, Lovren, and Trent. I think, as you said, Robertson's that guy that I don't think the occasion will get to him.
Where he is.
I think Van Dijk he's just too calm anyway.
I think Van Dijk will love the fact he's playing against one of the best players in the world.
It's them three that worry me. I think if James Milner's got all the, like, Milner's been everywhere.
Right now, so you're not worried about Milner and Henderson up against Kroos and Modric?
I think it works better. I think if you say, for example, you got someone like David Silva and De Bruyne against him, because they're very similar players.
True.
Henderson is a player that don't give a shit if he's playing against someone from 3rd division. He's
just hustle and hustle.
Innit?
Now Modric is a player you could hustle him. He's a bit like Iniesta, Xavi. They know what's happening behind him already, so you hustle him is not going to make a difference. But the constant pressure there with Kroos and Modric, you're not going to give them no time, so I think it might work in our favour.
The only thing I can think of as well, where I think we can definitely win the game is, obviously Real Madrid will control the game, but I think once we bypass that midfield, because the thing is, Modric, especially like Kroos is not the quickest, he's not the most dynamic, Modric, again, he's not the most dynamic and most defensive. It's Casemiro. I think once you break the line with Casemiro,
that's
Liverpool can literally flood the attack. But again, the big thing is, can you get past Casemiro?
And also, I think as well, I believe, again, best team Liverpool have faced is City. Otamendi is brain dead, in my opinion. But like Ramos and Varane, these guys are actually forming a very good partnership. And Ramos, I think Ramos one-on-one will be able to match up to Salah and these guys and get interceptions in. So I think Liverpool may have to be a bit more crafty in how they go.
That's why Firmino comes in, because I think for me, Firmino. And this is what I don't want Firmino to do. I don't want Firmino to kind of back up against Sergio Ramos. I want him to drop deep, and allow Ramos, because you see Ramos is very aggressive. Ramos will follow Firmino because he likes to prove that he's the superior player, right? Ramos will follow him. If Firmino drops off and obviously the brain he has, he'll see those gaps opening for Salah and Mane, but they have to be switched on because, as you said, Marcelo and Carvajal are beasts. They are. And Marcelo
Varane is rapid as well.
Marcelo will eat everything. Yeah. He will finish that play.
I think that's the thing as well, because again, a huge thing is that Carvajal to Cristiano link play. Because a lot of goals that Cristiano scores is what Carvajal. That's why I think that a key thing, I believe one of the key things is how those two fullbacks do. Yeah. If those two fullbacks have a good game, I think Liverpool are in a good position. But if first 6 minutes they're getting spinned and spawned and skinned, then that's where
I feel like it's so unfair on these two. Like every time we go to the next round, it's another team that's going to keep exposing the flanks. Trent, over these last 3-4 games, has literally had the run around. Everyone's like, go down there right, go down there right. Like the poor guy, literally all game, hasn't had a rest ever. Like, I can't think of any game we've had against City or Roma where they weren't like, just keep hitting that. And Trent, all game, the guy's energy levels are phenomenal.
Wait. Who plays on Marcelo's side?
It's Trent and
It'll be Trent and Salah. Trent and Salah will be on that side.
Marcelo's going to have in the back of his head, I can't go too far forward all the time. Because against Bayern, he got caught out, 5 or 6 times where he was halfway up the pitch doing what he was doing.
Well, no, but think about Real. That's how they play. Like, Real will not change the play. And I think Marcelo does that. Casemiro and Ramos or Varane can basically go out wider and just sort of
because Varane's quick. Like, with
Varane is mad quick.
Wing, Fazio's not quick enough. Varane is rapid.
Basically, the best way for us to catch them out is for them to not realise how much our wingers come inside and become strikers. Because if they think they can go and catch that space over there, the other player, whether it be Mane or Salah, will come in and make the space. Firmino drops and it's like a roundabout.
Basically, for me, I think Mane is going to be key. Because I think Mane, if he has, I don't think Real Madrid will know how to handle Mane if Mane is doing the thing because he's so unorthodox.
And they'll be obviously watching Salah because of all the attention he's getting anyway. It'll all be about him, and it'll be like Mane.
I think Firmino will be key. I think
this Roma Mane, if he turns up, I'll be excited because that was old Mane. I'm not gonna lie, I was so happy to just see Mane back at his best. That was beautiful to watch. That was old school Mane.
So just looking ahead, because again, we'll do more previews to go for. Just to round this off. Do you think you can win it?
Yes, 100%.
You can't say no.
Listen, it's crazy because like I don't want to say too much about the film Avengers, but Real Madrid are Thanos. Let's be real. The Real Madrid are freaking ridiculous.
Why is this guy coming with the spoiler?
No. I'm just saying he's Thanos, like Thanos is deep. But Real Madrid are still, in my opinion, they're still flawed. And as you said, Sergio Ramos can go brain dead every now and again.
Look where they are in the
Marcelo might get a bit overconfident because he loves running up and down that flank. If he gets caught out on a counter, you get what I'm saying? Salah's already in the box.
But they've won this twice in a row.
I know, but they've never faced a team like us. That's why when people were saying, look what Roma did to Barcelona, they destroyed them, As good as Barca are, Barca don't have our front three. Sounds crazy. Our front three is the most dynamic three in Europe.
They need possession as well, don't they? We don't need. We could give you 70% possession and we'll catch you on the counter attack once. Listen, and then when we catch you once, then what happens?
So you guys better hope that Salah doesn't get injured.
Listen, let me ask Drifty this year, bruv. Real talk. Do you really think we're gonna lose this final?
I'm not gonna speak it till my lawyer gets.
No, because literally, you guys could be 90 minutes away from a Champions League trophy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's mad 10. I can see. Drifty's already 10 already, bro.
Of course he knows.
But the thing is,
because once that referee blows that whistle, it's real.
All
you have to do is just beat those guys in the white, and your hands.
Listen, if this was over 2 legs, I would be more worried. I'd be more worried.
No comment, man.
This is a one game. One game where all it is that Salah, Mane and Firmino turn up, bruv. Real Madrid are getting that work, bruv. I am telling you,
they are. City.
That's what I'm saying.
We weren't beaten until we beat them.
We had no one against City, Let's be real. Everyone was like, City will beat Liverpool. They've got too much from over 2 legs. Bruv, City scored 1 goal,
and we did them in the league when no one else beat them as well.
Real Madrid have that clout again.
Real Madrid have got Cristiano.
Look Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Trust me, don't use that Man City thing as thing. Real Madrid are a different beast, man.
And to be fair, we haven't played anyone like them either.
Yeah, basically, you've not really played a team that plays. Forget about the players that play like Real Madrid. Because remember, City are not direct. Real Madrid are basically Real Madrid are like City's skill with Roma's directness. Roma are just bricks because they don't know how to play. But City have the skill, but they're not direct. thing is, Real Madrid will come for those guys, and those guys will look. They'll look at that thing and say, "Man, let's get out those young boys, man." Myself thinking, you know what?
I know.
Let's actually
you know what I'm scared
6 minutes, man. Let's just really.
Do you know what I'm really scared of, which I can actually see? This is the one honest to God thing that I can see. Ronaldo going toe-to-toe with Lovren, just picking on him all the time. If he does that, I'm not going to lie, we're in serious trouble. Like, I really hope, like, Van Dijk is like, do you know what, Lovren? Wherever Ronaldo is, I've got him. Let me just have Ronaldo.
Then you need to cut off, like, supply to him. Because it's the same with Messi.
I don't guys, be real, man. You cannot make any mistakes.
Exactly.
Any mistakes, these guys are going to capitalize.
Individual errors is how we would lose it.
But you know what, let me say something else on the flip side. If Real Madrid were as good as everyone's making out, wouldn't they be winning their league?
No. That's not a strong argument. Because for me, I believe that somehow your mentality in the Champions League is different from your mentality in the league. I think for them, in the Champions League, they're a different team. For them,
it's still the same players that can't win.
I tell you the one thing that gives me hope. Even though everything I've said, and it just looks like the footballing gods are just like, it's Real Madrid. No, I'm still not giving you an answer. I look at that team and I do think to myself, man, they are fucking lucky to be here. They have scraped every single round they have gone through.
That makes them dangerous.
No, they were strong against PSG, man.
No, they weren't. PSG should have been outside in the first leg. I don't know how Real Madrid won that game. It's like I honestly, I have no idea. And then remember, Neymar got injured. There's that juju. Like, they put the juju on Neymar. If Neymar's in that second leg, it don't go like that.
They should have got past Juventus.
Do you know what I mean? Then you've got the Juventus game. But that Bayern Munich game, I know it is the results business, and I know it sounds stupid to be like...
It's results business,
but man. I'm telling you though, Bayern Munich had Real Madrid for the whole of both those games. It was like, literally 2... mistakes from Bayern is why Real Madrid are in the final. Like, I'm being honest with you. Real Madrid ain't really that team. They've just got something on their side.
No. But then that's why, like, for Liverpool, man, the worst way for Liverpool to lose, and I think this will probably be the most painful way to lose, is if they play well, they have chances, and they lose. That would be the worst way to go. And this Real Madrid team can do. This Real Madrid team are a team that they can play badly. And out of nowhere, they can just score.
Because they got Christina. No, you're right.
And Marcelo, man. Like, Marcelo is as that dude that can just do something outrageous.
No,
and put the ball in the top corner.
It's true.
All right, so basically, final thoughts.
I'm going Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 1. Liverpool to lift the cup.
Man, like, man.
Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 1. Salah
up top.
To score the winning goal.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Mane
Salah.
Drift, come on, say just
seriously, no comment.
No, your lawyer just texted me. He said he's outside.